Hello, welcome to my group's presentation on Brave New World Revisited, Chapter 3, Overorganization. My name is Angel Reese, and my partner for the project is Alexander Carmona. In this presentation, we are going to give you a summary of the chapter, how this chapter applies to the novel Brave New World, how it applies to present day, and then we're going to give you a conclusion over our presentation. So, what exactly is overorganization? Or more precisely, what is the chapter about? In the chapter, Huxley talks about the dangers of overorganization and what they entail. An example of this would be totalitarianism. And in most cases, overorganization will lead to totalitarianism. Totalitarianism is a system of government that is centralized and dictatorial and requires complete subservience to the state. Huxley states that the will to order can make tyrants out of those who merely aspire to clean up a mess. So what he means by this is that those who try to clear up a problem can become tyrants due to the fact that they will use any means to clear up this problem. He explains that those who claim to clean up a mess use it as a justification for despotism. Now you may be asking, what is despotism? Despotism is the exercise of absolute power, especially in a cruel and oppressive way. So what he means by this is that those who become tyrants use the fact that they cleaned up a mess as a justification for their ways, their oppressive ways. Huxley further expands upon this note and says that the will to order is a natural part of the human psyche, our mind. He illustrates that there are times when this will is necessary and useful to human progress, but there are also times when it hinders our progress and is deadly and leads to this path of totalitarianism. Along with this, he writes about how this form of society is incompatible with human nature and freedom. This practice of overorganization or totalitarianism will never be successfully implemented due to the fact that we are human. We are not puppets or machines in which others can order us to do things. Everyone has their own free will. Huxley states in the chapter, however hard they try, men cannot create a social organism. They can only create an organization. In the process of trying to create an organism, they will merely create a totalitarian despotism. So, how does this apply to the novel Brave New World? In Huxley's novel, The Brave New World, the world is under the control of 10 world controllers. The setting of the novel takes place in London, in which our protagonist Bernard Marx works in the Central London Hatchery and Conditioning Center. Apart from Mustafa Mann, who's one of the World 10 controllers, and the highest ranking person that we see in the novel, everyone else is under surveillance and is closely watched. The system of organization in the book is set to an extreme. The process of manufacturing babies and genetically modifying them is completely normal in this world. Through fetal conditioning in the Central London Hatchery and Conditioning Center, people are organized into a social class before they are even born or made. These classes consist of alphas, betas, gammas, deltas, and epsilons. By conditioning, as well as hypnopedic conditioning, the mindset of each respective class is established. What I mean by this is that through the different types of conditioning, each person is satisfied with the class that they are given to prevent uprisings or dissatisfaction in the community. As seen in the text, all wear green, said a soft but very distinct voice, beginning in the middle of a sentence, and Delta children wear khaki. Oh no, I don't want to play with Delta children. And Epsilons are still worse. They're too stupid to be able to read or write. Besides, they wear black, which is such a beastly color. I'm so glad I'm a beta. So, besides this piece of evidence, there's many more hypnopedic rhymes or world mottos that they give out in the book. Another type of conditioning is seen early on in the book, in which the students are observing a Bokanovsky conditioning of 8-month-old babies in the Delta caste. The nurses bring these babies in and put them on the floor, and before them they lay out flowers and books. And whenever the babies try to play or approach these objects, they would give them a shock to make sure that they would be afraid of these objects later in life. Now, this whole system of government in the book is very much a totalitarianism government. And the whole process of overorganization is something that could happen if we try to pursue this in life. So, now that we have gone over what the chapter is about and how it applies to the book, I will let my friend Alex take over. Thank you for listening.